When last we left off with Black Mirror, we found out, the game's going well. We found out that Murray basically not only paid for us to be free from jail, but he also paid this guy named Phil to fucking stalk us and then basically try to find any incriminating evidence on us. Speaking of evidence, he withheld evidence that proved our innocence, that we weren't the one setting the castle ablaze. Because he wants the son of Samuel Gordon, like, back for Murder Spree 2 Electric Boogaloo bullshit, I guess.
An empty letterbox.
Okay, that's still empty. So, we're gonna have to go in and get to Grandmama Victoria and try to avoid the nurse.
Huh. The scaffolding is just asking to be climbed on. But unfortunately, I can't see any open windows. Anyway, it would be impossible to climb on it quietly without being noticed.
Hold on, I don't want to go that way. Look at the west
You can hardly
wing.
see any signs of the fire on the west wing. It almost seems as though these old walls just didn't want to collapse. It's certainly decorative, if you like having boulders in your garden. It's certainly decorative. It's certainly decorative.
Just double checking. Certainly decorative indeed. Like a little mini Stonehenge in your front garden. So there's the entrance, but let's go to the castle garden. Oh, that's a lot. Alright. Start from the top and we'll work our way around.
To say it's dilapidated would be a serious understatement. Why do I constantly have the feeling that a big monkey is sitting up there throwing barrels at me?
Ha.
A bit small for having a barbecue, but there's the garden for that. I wonder if there was ever a pretty maiden in this castle.
Once upon a time.
The ladder is too short to reach the first floor. I should look for another way. The ladder is too short. It's certainly decorative, if you like. It's certainly decorative.
Just double checking we don't need anything. Okay. I guess you can only catch on. I guess I can only catch you on the weekends. Yeah, I only stream on Fridays, which is fine. Yeah. Also, hey Enderman, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're starting with Black Mirror this evening.
Here, it goes down a few meters, and then the large surrounding garden begins. The fitting description would be wilderness.
Look, they haven't had a proper gardener in, like, maybe 20 years at this point. Cut them some slack.
There's even more garbage lying around here. There used to be fireworks in here, but it's still a few weeks to New Year's Eve. There's even more garbage. But it's still a few weeks.
Interesting. Wonder what that means for us. Can I use anything on it? Apparently I cannot.
It's certainly decorative.
We'll probably need to do something with those.
It looks even older than the castle, if that's at all possible.
Sure it is. Trees are ancient. I feel like I watched a rundown review of this game recently, but I don't even know what I ate for breakfast anymore. That's fine, it happens. Hell, I struggle to remember what I ate like 2 hours ago anymore. If it weren't for the food wrappers, I'd totally forget. The only person I've ever really seen review this game series that's like semi-well known is Ross from, I was gonna like say his last name, but I'm blanking on it. It's like Ross from Game Dungeon. And he covered the first game in detail, but he sort of omitted 2 and 3 just because he didn't really like them as much as the first game, which after playing them I kind of see why, but at the same time I see the love that the devs poured into this game, so it's just like, it's got a few quirks to it that it's missing out on, but I'm okay with it.
Pretty tall, this greenhouse. It's more like an orangery, where lemon trees are housed over the winter.
That's a shame. Yeah, kind of. Just like, it is a wonderfully dark little series.
Looks like Lewis hadn't taken his job seriously for quite some time.
At least there's still something to appreciate there. Yeah. Like, I want to say, like, the dev team had to have been fans of the original game because it was a German dev team, and apparently the original game did crazy well in Germany. So, like, I imagine the devs had to have been fans and had poured all of their love into this, because it's still being published by the same publisher, THQ. I have become bored, but hey, Whisper, welcome in, hope you're doing well. But, it is, both these games, both Black Mirror 2 and 3 are by the same devs, but separate from the Black Mirror 1 team. There's still a lot here to love. It wasn't recently, it was a long time ago, at least I remember something, well yeah, cause like, Ross covered it ages ago. Like 7 years ago, maybe.
Not exactly what you'd expect from a castle garden.
Like, that's actually what had this series on my radar for the longest time, and then, Chicky found out I knew about it, info dumped a little and was like, please, you must play it, and, I am at the whims of my friend Chicky. So, she is also our resident game navigator.
If I remember correctly, Victoria's in the castle, not in the greenhouse.
Alright, we'll go back then. But we'll probably have to go in there eventually. Damn.
The kitchen looks like a real mess. Lewis must have started the blaze here. There's nothing left to eat here. The most I could hope for here is smoked meat.
I've also been trying to get Quiz to play the Desperate Housewives PC game, yes. But I've been a little more scared to play that one. Just mainly because, like, some old games, if they haven't been upkept in some way, shape, or form, either by a community or being re-released through GOG and Steam, they tend to be a little finicky to run. Especially on Win 10.
Oh look, a wheelbarrow. Used to transport drunken workers.
It's a game of all time, it sure is.
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I could do with a pot at the moment. I think I'll leave it here.
Alright, so we'll need to come back for it in a bit.
It's an iron sealing truss. There's a candle. If I don't have a flashlight, I should at least take this with me.
Yeah, to be fair, He-Goat, it did just have a fire ravage it.
No crockery left in here. All gone in the fire, I guess.
And let's see, I actually watched it around 6-ish years ago on a very small channel. The way I found them was they were reviewing this awful game called Clive Barker's Undying, which was installed on my PC, on my first PC ever, and I never finished it, so I had to discover why. I believe he actually did cover that. Hold on. Hold on. I just want to be sure. Huh, interesting. I guess he didn't review it. I thought he had. Oh, now you come to eat. You now deign to bless me with your presence, Rusty. Huh. Yeah, I don't know who it would have been then. I'm just familiar with Ross because I like his content. Oh shit. See, in that case, it's pristine. $800,000 leasing, I know what I got. Let's see. We can go in the cellar now, maybe.
Judging by the state of this door, it'll create a level of noise equivalent to a collapsing house when you open it.
Okay. So we'll probably need to, like, actually...
Shh, just don't step on a creaky floorboard. Damn, it'd be impossible to sneak past them unnoticed. I have to distract them somehow.
Haha, my YouTuber's way more obscure than your YouTuber! Now, to be fair, Ross has become more well-known within, like, the last 5 years or so due to his Stop Killing Games initiative. It's kind of launched him a little more into the semi-mainstream, at least like in the gaming sphere. I will say Ragnarok's did do a nice little video on it recently, like 2023, and he's definitely worth watching. I always love his videos. Ah, my leg itches. And I'm hoping eventually Ross will cover Undying, because, like, someone did suggest it on his forum. And he's not above, like, doing suggestions. Or anything he finds interesting and fun, because he's just that kind of dude. Oh yeah, he really does. Oh wait, I should have... Well, hold on, actually. Can I go... Entrance. Why is there 2 entrances? Do they mean, like, the side? Like, where the barn is? Oh. Here.
A huge skull above the door. Makes you feel right at home.
See, I literally can't catch up with anything anymore. If I do get into something, it's usually just lore of some stupid stuff that'll never play, and then it fades out rapidly, yeah. I understand that. I normally like to watch those videos to see if they're games that I'm interested in. Employment is a curse upon humanity. It is. I can only hope. Embrace unemployment. I can't. I eventually must obtain employment. Although I'm hoping I can eventually, like, get a job where I can have, like, YouTube videos running on the side.
Whatever's being mixed in here, it can't be cement. Otherwise there'd be a pile of sand nearby. I hope the construction guys know what they're doing.
Probably don't. To the hall. Oh, no, hold on. Lamp.
A pane of glass is missing, but it still works. A pane of glass is... A pane of glass...
Give me the light bulb!
A pane of glass is missing.
Damn it, Darren! You do so well at my workplace. Oh, hell yeah! Everyone's on YouTube 7 hours of a work day. like, what I do is I set up all the videos that are in my subscription feed, or at least the ones that I'm interested in, and then I set them to a queue, and they play. And I could just do whatever on the side. See, I can see your channel blowing up at some point, to be honest. Oh, maybe. I can see myself being like a small-time, gamer YouTuber. And hey, Tolk, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. See, PSA, if you own a cat, don't get the chicken and the biscuit crackers. It makes them crazy. Or, if you want your cat to go crazy and give you all the love, get it.
The ladder is too short to reach the first.
Okay, maybe we can use the pot for distraction.
Hopefully, they're supporting the unsound masonry. An empty pot. I have no idea what I could do.
So we need the pot for something.
There's even more garbage lying around here.
Can we pick up a firecracker now?
There used to be fireworks in here, but it's still a few weeks to New Year's Eve.
And my boy is leaving me again. I must close my door. Just because my parents were listening to something rather loud a minute ago. Let's see, it's at the point where I wish I could transform into a cat so we could square up.
If I remember correctly,
Fine.
It's certainly decorative.
Are we sneaking a look?
There are people in the hall. Construction guys, I guess. I'd better go another way. Otherwise, Sister Antolini is sure to get wind that I'm in the castle.
Okay, so does that mean I have hit the flag I need? Can I please, Darren? Please? Like, kitty paws pressed together, waggling in the air pleadingly, please? Please get the light bulb? Please?
A pane of glass is missing. A pane of glass is missing.
Darren, I hate you sometimes. I want you to know that.
An empty pot. I have no idea what I...
Do you think if he gets caught...
Shh, just don't step on a creaky floorboard.
Oh, so we can just, like, come back out here if we want. I think we're on chapter 2 still? I don't remember seeing it go to chapter 3 yet. Or if it has, I don't know. But, we do have, like, the proof from Murray that we are innocent entirely of everything that has happened.
The ladder is too short. says ammunition on it. 9mm. I'm guessing that's for feeding the gun.
Aha!
I can't get the ammunition out with the scalpel, so something like a pair of pliers would be good.
Oh, aren't you in luck, Darren? We have a pair somewhere in this forsaken inventory. Here we are.
I can use the pliers to get the slug out of the cartridge. That way I'll make the thing harmless and get a charge of gunpowder at the same time.
Alright. There were firecrackers here, so we can, you know, grab a wrapper and make a firecracker, right?
There's even more garbage lying around here. There used to be fireworks in here. I might be able to lure the construction guys out of the house for a moment with a firework like this. But these ones here are unusable.
Oh. Really? Oh. Cardboard tube.
I'll fill the cardboard tube with the gunpowder. Just a shame that it always trickles out of the ends. So it explodes in my hand? No thanks.
Okay, fair point.
The wax is too hard to seal the roll with.
Oh. Wait. Damn! I was hoping we could have like a glowy explosive, but apparently not. We must soften the wax.
Click. Let there be light. I can seal the cardboard roll with the wax, so the gunpowder doesn't trickle out.
Okay, Chicky.
That is a mighty fine and certainly valuable item. Far too good for Phil.
Oh, hey, I know. We'll put it in the pot, right? Right? No. Curses. Made a whole booth, exactly. Not gonna lie, the hint system for this game is really chaotic. Oh no.
It's certainly decorative.
You have so much stuff, I know, right? Like, it's absurd. How much shit I have. Where, like, I'm just choosing to scroll wheel through it all. I was hoping to lure them out back, cause, like, it would give me more room, but... Can I take this now?
A pane of glass is missing. There are people in the hall. Construction guys, I guess. I'd better go another way. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Sister Antolini is sure to get wind that I'm in the cabin.
Alright, fine. Let's see, here, I thought that's an average woman's handbag contents. Oh, to be honest, this isn't even the minimum of what's even in my bag. Like, I think the only thing I'm really missing is, like, the walking map and, like, a fortune teller's card. I don't have that. But I have all kinds of miscellaneous business cards, notes, some medication. I got a ruler. I got keys. I got pencils and pens. I don't have a scalpel, but I do have like a pair of tweezers I use for one. I don't have cigarettes. 'Cause I don't smoke. My lungs would kill me. I probably got little bits of jewelry in there, but I don't know if they'd actually be valuable. I don't have any pictures, but I do have pins that are pictures. And we lost the cast iron M to our house ages ago. And I don't carry a copy of Space Attack. I have that on my phone via emulator. Alright, chickadee. What am I missing something, or like, oh. Weird, but okay.
I'll stick the cigarette in one end of the cardboard roll. If you light the cigarette, it'll burn down and make the gunpowder explode.
And yet it's already
Now I've built my own firework.
and it's already inexplicably lit, so we better schmoove it. What a waste of good Marlboros. Well, these are like the knockoff Kill Me cigarettes, so I don't know if they would actually be any good.
It's too risky just to lure the workers into the...
Alright.
If I remember correct...
Darren, you are such a picky ass bitch. I swear.
The lamp is the perfect place to set off my firework. It's dry, and the construction guys are sure to notice a broken lamp.
Let's see, trust me, when you're addicted, everything is good.
Okay,
I've
got about 2 minutes until this explodes.
New entry. Save. Kaboom, Rico. Let's see, I once puffed on some mint tea back in college. That just sounds awful. Smoking your lungs with mint to make them minty fresh.
So, it's time. After all, I want to be in the front row when the show begins.
Gotta jury-rig the menthol!
What was that?
Sounded like a gunshot.
Man.
Damn, why aren't they going out?
Might have been a firework. I saw one of them spotty kids messing around on the wall again recently.
Have you seen what they've done to our scaffolding?
No. I've been on the facade since last week.
They've covered it in paint. Go and have a look. It's like a hippie ladder.
Little sods. Why are they hanging around here not in school? What's that about?
Steve, I've got an idea.
What kind of idea, Greg?
Why don't we stick their fireworks up their spotty bums and fly under the moon?
Yeah, why not?
That sounds an awful lot like assault, maybe not.
At last. I hope they don't actually catch up with those poor kids. Could turn ugly.
Okay. And I'm just gonna save over that, because why not? Let's give a listen to grandmama. Oh shit, hi Darren!
What's all that noise? Greg, Steve, was that you?
Good thing I saved
Hey,
when I
Greg.
did.
Steve, what the heck is going on here?
Haha.
She's disappearing into the hall. Now full speed to Victoria.
Well, what are you waiting for, Darren? Go. Okay, we're not gonna waste any time. Where is it? Grandmama! Oh, fuck. Okay. I guess we just talk to her. And yes, I'm saving over it again, because it's a fucking point and click. Paranoia is a good thing in this game.
Victoria? Please wake up, Victoria.
What? Who? Adrian? What are you doing here? I told you, I don't want to see you again.
I'm sorry, but I gotta talk to you. I can prove I'm innocent. You can see Angelina here on this photo, Victoria, killing Miss Valley. Here, look at it.
Angelina? But why? I don't understand.
Angelina also gave the order to set the castle on fire. And she killed Sally, Catherine, and Lewis. All just because of Mordred's curse. She needed my blood, because only male Gordons are capable of activating Mordred's power. You knew about that, Victoria. Please don't tell me you didn't know.
But she was my little Angelina. How could she do something like that?
I was hoping you could tell me that.
Okay, one caveat there, Darren. I know we're trying to, like, prove our innocence here, but at the same time, Angelina didn't kill Lewis. We killed Lewis. It was a group effort here. Like, we made it so that when he stepped on the platform, he would die. Because the plan was to kill both him and Angelina. Like, my buddy, my guy. You can't just pin that on Angelina when that one was our fault. That was us. That one was us.
There's that order that followed me.
Miss Valley's order? A bunch of bunglers. They wanted to prevent something like what happened 12 years ago from happening again. But they've got no idea what they're fighting against. Most of them see it as an amusing diversion from their lives. Acting mysteriously and having secret meetings in silly frocks. Miss Valley was the only one who really knew what it was about. The original order has existed for hundreds of years. It keeps the secrets hidden. However, we supported Miss Valley financially. It was, after all, in our interest that you, Adrian, did not return to Black Mirror.
I see.
And unfortunately, we got drawn back by our sister. Actually, what would be the sibling version of an Electra complex? Then again, I don't really know if she actually had that complex and it was more just using her feminine wiles to lure him in, because she knew he didn't know they were actually related.
I saw something strange there, and I don't know who else I could ask about it. This white lady, exactly the one in this painting, or very similar, I don't know. Either way, I saw her in the woods. She was running around like a ghost. But it wasn't a ghost, was it?
A white lady in the woods? Are you sure?
So it really was a ghost. Oh my god, I really am going crazy.
No. Calm down, Adrian. Everything's fine. Perhaps better than I dared to hope. Tell me more about the lady. What did she look like? What did she have on?
I didn't see her all that well. She had long white hair, she had a long dress on with a belt, some kind of coat of arms on it.
The woman you saw is Maria Gordon, Mordred's wife.
Oh.
She can find no peace. Not for centuries. She wanders the woods of Black Mirror because she's searching for her child. Her child and Mordred's. I've seen her too.
You've seen her too? Then she really does exist.
We're in Black Mirror Castle, Adrian. Which reality are you talking about?
Huh. And see, fuck you mean running like a ghost? Ghosts don't really run much, you'd be surprised! Mordred was the evil green one, right? Yes, Mordred was the evil green one, and then Marcus was the, air quotes, good brother. Which, at this point, I don't know. I don't know. I mean... Mordred is definitely given, feudal dictator vibes. I'm not gonna deny that. I don't know, maybe it's because I've, like, absorbed too much media in my life, and I'm just like, huh, but what else could there be to this? Like, why would the brothers hate each other? Why would they fight? Could it be, like, a case of, like, one brother being demonized and the other, like, being lionized when it was in the reverse? Because, like, there's sometimes that old headcanon thing. The evil green one. You and me could rule this city, Adrian! His portrait gives Disney villain vibes. It really does. Also, chug, drink, imbibe, whatever drink you got. I'm chugging water. I'm crunching the bottle. And now I am eating the bottle. And I miss horribly. I will pick it up later. So about this bébé, grandmama.
What happened to the child?
All right, what I'm about to tell you has never left these walls.
Hell yeah, sick lore drop.
It would be good if it stayed that way.
You got it, grandmama.
It's perhaps the oldest of our family stories, and also the most dreadful. You want to know what happened to the child? That's what Maria asks herself to this day. All we know is that Mordred took it away because he thought it wasn't his biological child. He thought Maria cheated on him with his brother, Marcus, and wanted to make her pay for that. What he did to the child remains a mystery until today. It was never seen again.
Damn.
So Mordred's wife was unfaithful, and because of that he cursed everyone?
No, Maria wasn't unfaithful to Mordred. It was his hate that made him think something like that. Hate and jealousy towards his brother. Even though the two of them fought many battles together, side by side. But that was before they came to Black Mirror. Something here changed Mordred, contaminated his heart. He mistrusted everyone. His soldiers, his wife, his brother, became more and more withdrawn, became arrogant. Finally, he looked at his own child and didn't recognize it. Thought he could see similarities with his brother in his face. He wanted to kill it, but no one knows if he did. One thing's for sure. He snatched it from Maria and took it into the catacombs under the castle. In her desperation, Maria called for Marcus, begged him for help. For Mordred, this was further evidence to support his suspicion. Marcus came, challenged Mordred to a duel, and killed him. But he didn't find the child, no matter how he searched. It was as though he'd disappeared.
Well, shit. The kid didn't have enough green flames around him. And, like, that's one of the scary things as well. That more than likely did get quite a few people killed. Both women and children. Because if the child didn't look enough like either parent, it would be seen as, oh, there must have been adultery, killed the wife and child. That shit happened. That did happen in history. And it's terrifying. Especially when, for a good period of time, they didn't have any idea what the fuck genetics were. Like, they had a vague idea of, like, oh yeah, two parents together, the child should look, like, somewhat like them. Or there would be, like, some family resemblance. But in this case, it's like, my dude, you literally have the same genetics as your brother. You have the same stock. If it looks like your brother, it probably because it got some of your mutual dad, or mama or grandmama for this child. It's like, fucking hell. Wow, yeah. See, this reminds me of a comment I saw the Titanic. It said something like, her telling a story for 2 hours while secretly having what everyone wants is the most old person move ever. Yeah, pretty much. See, Gran, sign over the estate and stop yapping. I got parties to throw and Lambos to purchase. Yeah, no, Darren's not that type. He is not that type. He actually actively hates that type. If we go off of, like, Black Mirror 2. He hated the tourists that were like that would come to the sleepy little town of Fiddleford.
What kind of curse is it?
Before Mordred died, he put a curse on Marcus's male descendants. They were to complete his work. One day a golden devoted to evil would be born, who would bring Mordred back to the realm of the living.
And Angelina wanted to have his power. But why, if only the male Gordons were cursed?
Because you're twins. The curse must have somehow got mixed up.
How's that?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you any more, Adrian. It's just an assumption.
The curse is like looking between two babies and can't tell the difference. Like, fuck it, I'll pick one. Good enough. And just slurps onto one of the children. Although I do still like the idea that Mordred is actively picking and is like, okay, you know what? You've only left me with a female child to work with. I'll work with the female child. She's crazy enough for me to work with this. I got this. This'll work. And it almost did. Hell, it might still have worked considering Darren is seemingly possessed occasionally.
What?
Adrian, we've no time to lose. You're the last Gordon of the Marcus lineage. The castle should belong to you. Give me some paper and a pen. There, in the drawer. I must confirm your true identity. Otherwise, no one will know that you're the lawful heir. Hurry. I can feel my strength waning, Adrian.
Oh.
My life's coming to an end.
No, Victoria, please. I need you. I won't know what to do without you.
Well, she's actually doing it. Yeah. Lambo time. Call him Hieronymus Flex, because he'll be on a Lambo.
Without me, you might not have been in this position. We were very thorough when it came to you. He even had you a death certificate drawn up.
Let me guess. Dr. Herman did that.
We made a mistake. Forgive me, Adrian.
It's all right. You only wanted to protect me. But it might have been better if I'd known what it was about. Then I might not have walked into Angelina's trap.
It is a great emote. See, if I had a bed this big, my cat would still take up 90% of it. True facts.
What can you tell me about the ritual chamber?
I've never been there myself. But apparently Mordred's power is strongest there. That place is not of this world. It's in the Shade World.
Not the Shadow
I
Realm.
think me and Angelina, we heard Mordred when we were there.
What exactly happened in the ritual chamber?
Well, I completed all of the tasks. Spilt my blood on the relief.
And did you speak the words?
I think so.
Oh God, Adrian, then the ritual's complete. You've laid open the way for Mordred.
What do you mean? Am I cursed now?
Worse, Adrian. Worse. Mordred's spirit is now in you. Adrian, in you. Oh my God, Adrian, what have you done?
It's not his fault.
Mordred is inside me? Oh, hell, that's exactly what I feared.
Stay calm. Let's stay calm and think. How do you feel? Is anything different?
Well, we've been having a shit ton of intrusive thoughts that have been very stabby and murdery. It's been very unpleasant.
Yes, there are these visions. They feel quite real. They're sick, violent, but maybe they aren't anymore. I wanted to go for Murray's throat earlier. That definitely wasn't a vision.
When did you see the White Lady last?
Just now, in front of the castle.
Then you haven't yet done evil. Your heart is still pure. You're strong, Adrian. You've managed to resist, and you must continue to do so. Resist Mordred for as long as you can. He will get stronger and stronger, and you will get weaker. He wants to control you. At some point, he will take control of you.
Oh no. Let's see. Shadow Realm. Grandpa, I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. See, I think Rusty has also been possessed by Mordred. Oh no. He sure does taste off enough for the other cats to be so. See, sorry, I love the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Was peak. Let's see. Well, we sure as hell know why Samuel didn't see the White Lady. Yeah. I think it probably applies to, like, if you think you have blood on your hands. Let's see, I carry Dark Magician in my phone case just because I think it's like my little Jesus. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. I used to have a Dark Magician hollow, but I gave it to one of my friends.
How can I prevent Mordred from controlling me?
There are only 2 ways to banish him. Mordred's vessel must be destroyed. You know what I mean by that.
I guess you mean the Samuel variety? A little jump from the tower, directly onto a pointy iron fence.
Sounds tempting.
It's certainly the easier option.
Really? What would the difficult one be then?
You have to go back to where everything began.
To the ritual chamber? But it's buried.
Where everything began.
But do you mean where Mordred uttered the curse?
It's all written in the book.
In which book?
I'm so tired, Adrian.
Oh no.
Go on.
No, please don't close your eyes now, Victoria. Stay awake, please. Just tell me what book you're talking about. A chronicle or the Bible?
The book. Please read it. In the room.
Which room?
Under the ground. The 6 menhirs will point you to the entrance.
Which menhirs?
The path begins there. The path. You have to follow to the end. To the very end.
Do you mean the big stones around the castle?
Start there. Search at the menhirs. Adrian, promise me.
Yes, I'll do it.
Promise me.
We promise, grandmama.
Yes, I promise. Victoria, please wait. There's so much you have to tell me. Victoria.
Darren, we may want to hide.
What are you doing here? How did you get
She's
in?
dying. Do something. Quick!
Leave now.
Chapter 3. Damn, that is a super down way to end a chapter. Oh my god. Poor Victoria. Poor Darren.
Lady Victoria Gordon has passed away. She leaves behind an empty place in our hearts. Let us pause a moment and bid her farewell in silent prayer. Dear mourners, as we part, I would like to leave you with a few words to reflect upon. Words which have guided Lady Victoria throughout her life in both good and troubled times. So faith, hope, and love abide, these three, said Paul in his letter to the Corinthians. But the greatest of these is love. Now, as we are saying goodbye to Lady Victoria Gordon, let us do so with these words in mind. Amen. Adrian, my sincere condolences.
Thanks.
Your great-grandmother was a quite extraordinary woman.
Yes, she was.
Upright and of good heart.
Yeah. It's a pity I only got to know her so late.
Better late than never. You are Lady Victoria's only kin, and therefore her sole heir. You can now move into the castle and take some time to reflect, to find some peace, Adrian, and say farewell not only to your great-grandmother, but to your old life, too. If you need any help, you know where to find me.
Thank you, Father Frederick.
My condolences, Adrian.
Thanks, Doc.
How are you?
Well, this is the funeral of the last member of my family. That's it. From now on, I'm alone on God's earth. Utterly alone. I suddenly find Mordred's presence in my head a little comforting. He is part of the family, after all.
What?
We could have our session now, if you like.
No, I'd just like to have some space right now. Can we move it to this afternoon?
How about 3 o'clock at my practice?
Okay.
See you then, Adrian.
Adrian Gordon, the last, but not the least. Or maybe he is.
What a great time to say that. But I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
That's right. You even carried your great-grandmother to her grave, who you'd known hardly 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry for your sad loss. That I'm sure you'll get over very quickly. And congratulations on hitting the jackpot.
Oh, fuck
What
you.
Jackpot? Do you mean the burned down castle that I'm duty-bound to rebuild according to the will? Or do you mean my being the last in line of a family of sickos and murderers?
You call it that, but anyone else would call inheriting a magnificent estate and rising up into the nobility an incredible, real stroke of luck. But you were always good at playing the victim.
That's what you think. Any other cop would overcome his prejudices and just look at the facts.
Talking of cops, as you're now a British citizen, I'm afraid I can no longer get you deported. Let me make myself clear. The slightest hint of suspicion, and I'll have you back inside. And that's a promise.
Why do you want to keep me so close to you? Haven't you got any other friends? Why don't you go see Denise more often? That'll take the heat off a bit.
You'll soon stop talking so tough.
Have it your way. And now if you'll excuse me, Inspector, I have to go count my guest bathrooms.
Okay. I gotta catch up with chat. See, what if this ending also involves a deadly game of love connection? Oh no. See, I have a first edition Hollow Dark Magician, but it's European version, which is worth nothing. Yeah, but it's worth something to you, and that's what matters. Yapped her off to the Forever Land. But are we enough? Apparently not in Detective Dickhead's eyes. Entering the Shade World already, I see. Yeah. Darren got shade for days, but he's already had that. And yes, dead is misspelled on purpose. Alright, let's look at our fucking diary. Lord of the Manor. Now my castle. I find it hard to get my head around, but it certainly sounds good. I'm Lord of the Manor. With keys. Best thing to do, go around and see where they all fit, and then doors are going to stay open. No more secrets for me. And possibly going fucking even more batshit. And given this game's habit of us needing to walk to locations in order to see necessary events, we are going to walk to the manor now. I really hope we don't see Murray trying to skulk around. Actually, that'd be a great use of our fortune, Darren. Or rather, your fortune. Oh, what the fuck do you guys want?
Hi, you waiting for me?
Good morning, sir. Yes, we are. Our condolences, by the way.
Thanks. I'm Adrian.
Okay, Adrian. I'm Greg. This is Steve. So, you're the boss now, right?
It looks like it. But I still have to get used to the fact.
Okay, boss. Well, maybe the best thing is for you to start right away. In fact, Miss Angelini has forgotten to give us further instructions.
Instructions? To do with the restoration? I don't know. I haven't managed to have a good look around yet.
Sure. Then perhaps you want to get a general overview first. Well, there is a heck of a lot of building work going on.
So, why don't you just get on with your work then?
No offense, sir, to the name of the Gordons, but it would be nice to know if the good lady left anything behind.
pat,
I
pat,
mean,
pat.
apart from the building work.
You mean money-wise?
Yep.
True,
Okay,
we
I'll
should
look
probably
into it.
pay them for
Well,
what work
see
they've
you later
already
then,
done.
sir. We'll wait for you in front of the castle.
Bye, Greg. Bye, Steve. And let's see. Unfortunately, I got some handyman coming in the morning, so I have to go to sleep. Was a pleasure. Sure thing, Enderman. Thank you for hanging out as long as you have. I bid you sweet dreams.
So this is my new home, Blackmere Castle. A little more spacious than my college room and the prison cell, if not that much brighter.
And also, thank you for the head pats talk. Okay. Letterbox. Who's shoving shit in there now? So help me if it's Murray.
I think the mailman's been here. I'll have a look. A letter and the newspaper.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yesterday's newspaper. We'll look at that in a second.
The castle looks really threatening from here.
Oh, can we not, like... Okay. We may as well read it in the comfort of our new castle. Let's get away from that noise. Oh, there's so much to look at. But first, we have a paper to read. We may be going to strangle Murray before we do anything in here because of it.
What the? Ugh. The picture of me. That's the one I did for Murray. He can never get enough, can he? I don't want to know what kind of dough he screwed out of the newspaper for that. Well, what does it say here? Blackmere Castle has a new lord of the manor. It has transpired that the young American Darren M., against whom the accusation of arson has yet to be proved, is the last descendant of the Gordon family. Great. Now everyone will think I've torched my inheritance. And what's even worse, that I'm rich. I'll throw the paper away.
Rip. And say hello, welcome in. Quinn Gior? Or is it like Gun Gior? I'm sorry, I have googly eye. I have no idea how to read that. Welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Alright, what's in this letter?
A letter addressed to me? Strange. I've only just moved in.
Some stalker probably shoved it in our mailbox.
The Guardian's third virtue is mercifulness. Just as water grows drop by drop and becomes a mighty ocean, so should every call for help be heard and find a sea of answers.
Boomst. Great, we're still getting weird notes.
Yet another one of those cryptic messages? No thanks. The last one drove me right into the clutches of a head case.
Yeah, and I'm still not entirely unconvinced that it wasn't Murphy who wrote these. So let's just fucking not. Doggo.
For some reason, I'm wary of dogs.
Huh. Maybe because of Mordred's portrait. Which, funnily enough, Mordred and Marcus's portraits are not up anymore. Interesting.
Mmm, tasty. Dried wallpaper paste.
Oh man, the kitchen's out, which means we're gonna have to go to the inn that Tom well, not inn, the bar that Tom runs to get any food. Oh, I hate it. I hate it here.
A massive block of stone with a secret compartment, but there's nothing in it. I'd already discovered it before the castle fire. A massive block of stone.
Probably need it again for something else.
The globe is metal. I can't see a weld seam. I wonder how they got it through the door. The globe is metal.
Oh.
Why should I draw the globe on my map?
Okay.
A massive block of... Why should I draw the globe on my...
Interesting. Okay. So that'll be the right thing to do later.
It's a roll of damp-proof sheeting used in construction. The craftsmen should really cover the floor with it so they don't make everything filthy. I guess that's no big deal while the place is looking like it is. I'll leave it here. If I do need some of the sheeting, I'll know where to find it.
Ah, so we will need it at some point. Good to know.
The Gordon coat of arms. Pretty uninspiring. I'd expected a fire-breathing dragon or a griffin with bloody claws.
It ain't the worst out
Amazing.
there.
The new tiles look as old as the old ones. The upper floor is a heap of rubble.
Construction rubble slide.
Why this debris was brought into the main hall of the castle and not taken outside will remain an eternal mystery to me. The left wing of the castle is really collapsed now.
Construction site?
The entire hall is one big construction site.
I guess we'll go to the library first. Oh, tea room. Why is that over here? I guess it always was the tea room, though. They just sometimes, Eleanor and Victoria, I guess sometimes like taking it into the library instead. Let's go inside. I want to see it. Wow, it's bizarre seeing it so bare compared to how it looked in Black Mirror 1. I don't think we even got to see this room in Black Mirror 2.
There were probably pictures hanging here before. Either they were destroyed in the fire, or were taken down to be restored.
Probably.
What's a tea room without a teapot? This one's being used as a flower pot.
No! Not the Henry VIII painting is gone! I know, he's missing.
What are these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy. What are these marks? It looks like mildew.
We have anything to know?
Bills, 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 bank statements. Envelopes with nothing in them. Huh, who's this one from?
Time to collect all the items.
Città del Vaticano, Roma, Italia. It's from the Vatican. What did Victoria have to do with the Vatican?
Damn. She was probably trying to get us an exorcism, let's be honest.
The clock has stopped. Probably during the last century.
What do you mean it stopped? Its pendulum is literally swinging, dude. That wouldn't be swinging if it was busted. At least I would assume so. Because it's usually, like, connected to the rest of the clockworks. At least if my understanding of clocks is correct. The fuck?
Ugh, what horrible things. Beats me what people think is so great about statues of naked kids with wings.
It's supposed to be like Angels of Purity or something like that.
Maria, the mother of all statues. Horse breeding was once a big thing here. The sculpture probably originates from that period. The plinth is probably marble. The plinth is...
Nothing else. Oh, lamp.
It's really quite pretty, this ostrich egg cup.
Alright, let's look at these statements.
6,000 pounds is paid in every 3 months. No indication of who it came from. It just says here it was paid in over the counter. The last entry is 4 months ago. And the account was virtually empty 2 weeks ago. By Valentina Antolini. Authorized by Victoria Gordon. That must have been money for the construction guys.
Ah. Well, good to know.
An empty envelope with the Vatican crest on it. According to the postmark, it was sent 2 weeks ago.
So that leaves the question of where's the contents? Just quickly go back through. Okay. Before we go into the library, which is likely gonna have a lot of answers for us, we're gonna go up the stairs. Well, yeah. Fuck it. What's in here? It should be like Robert's room, but... Oh, it's being used for storage. See, I heard something completely different and did a huge double take. Uh-oh.
Oh, look. Green ghost lamps. Very homely.
Look, your uncle... I guess grand-uncle Robert did not have the greatest of tastes, okay?
A mattress seems to be a bit too unusual to serve as a hiding place for the Gordons. A mattress seems to be... A stack of old pictures. Looks like they were rescued from the fire. A lot of them have caught smoke damage. A stack of old pictures. There are some paint buckets drying up here. Who knows if these walls will ever come in contact with it.
Probably not. That shit dries fast.
Boxes full of stuff. I guess no one would have missed it if it'd been burned.
Oh, beautiful two-handed swords with ground steel blades. Shoved up on the wall any old way, and also next to an ordinary flail, as wielded by mere bandits and riffraff. Whoever hung these weapons here had no idea what they were.
Thank you for your decor input, Mordred. Nobody asked. She says that she was the one who clicked on the fucking items. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. We'll probably need like a knife in here. So what's this passage?
There's only one other door in the passage, and it's locked.
You have the keys!
The door is locked.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, fine.
This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings. This is Victoria's...
Okay, I guess there's nothing we can do with that right now.
The White Lady. The Great Mystery.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on here? The blood is gone. But there's a black mark just where I touched the picture. Or was it there already? No, I'd better not handle it again.
Oh. Well, we found another secret, I guess.
This is the monitoring equipment and medication Victoria used. Shouldn't Miss Antolini have taken these away with her? Or is someone else from the diocese coming to collect them? Looks like I'll have to take care of it.
You know, it is what it is, Darren. Okay. So now there's like nothing left to us now but to go and down into the hall, which I'm wondering if this passage is supposed to lead to like where Samuel's room is. Alright. Oh, it's a lot of shit. Okay, left or right? Or right to left in this case. I know my directions.
My family tree. My family tree.
Oh, we can scribble ourselves on here.
At some point I should put my name into the family tree. But not now. My telephone. My telephone. There's probably a mini bar hidden in there, but I'm not interested in that right now. As if the chaos of books wasn't enough, all the drawers have been pulled out just in case.
My telephone. Yeah, like it's his place now. He gets to live here. It is his domicile.
That's the only part of the library that was damaged by the fire, fortunately.
Yeah, considering how it's like got these beautiful wood interiors, it's honestly a surprise that the varnish didn't make it go whoosh up in flames.
Someone doesn't seem to have understood what a bookshelf is for.
Hopefully they aren't dog-eared. That would be the worst crime in this place. Oh, one of them anyway.
I'd love to have a little bit of a rest.
I think I would have a panic attack if I lived in a place this big. Fucking right? Come on, have a sit. Oh, why are you sitting in it so awkwardly? Oh. Are we having a nap? Yeah, this dude's tired as fuck. I genuinely feel so fucking bad for Darren.
Bibles and religious texts. Some of the editions look damn valuable. Good that the fire didn't spread through here. All of the candles are burned right down. Whatever. I wasn't planning on lighting them anyway. The Encyclopedia Britannica, in at least 3 editions. Will there ever be a bigger reference book?
Probably not.
Shakespeare dramas, Shakespeare tragedies, Shakespeare comedies. This will be the shelf for my comic collection.
I hope you, like, donate these books if you're really gonna just sweep them off the shelves, Darren. They still have value even if you don't want them.
In the corner, there's a richly ornamented mighty column. The weight of the castle rests on it. In the corner...
This'll be necessary in a little bit.
Stories, adventures, and fairy tales. Dickens, Defoe, Anderson, Jules Verne. These are probably the most up-to-date books in this library. All of the books here have Latin titles. Doesn't mean a thing to me. Books about horses, horse breeding, hunting dogs, polo, and so on. Gordon's hobbies. I'll put in a computer here.
I don't know, dude. You literally got a huge desk right here. Why would you put a computer here when you have a desk you can use? That would be so much better for that. Like, come on, man. Come on. Alright, I guess let's check out the kitchen.
An empty pot. I'm guessing the guys here have heated up their lunch in it. I have no idea what I can do with a pot at the moment.
The Gordons were
I think
horse
I'll leave
girls.
it here.
Yeah, probably. We'll go into the cellar in a moment. I want to check out the garden.
A ladder. Who knows when it was put here and why?
Hmm. Yay, we can go inside now.
The door is practically rusted solid to the frame. It's obvious that Lewis hasn't seen the inside of the greenhouse for more than 3 weeks. This is in dire need of a good tidy up.
Hmm.
Welcome to the jungle.
Oh.
Half of it is dried out, and the other half is rotten.
Yeesh.
That was a bucket for water.
That's got a hole in it.
Maybe I can use it for something else.
I see Henry never cleaned that pond. We should resurrect him just to fire him. I don't know, Chicky. I would think the fact that, you know, Samuel killing him would be the ultimate form of termination. He got fired from his job and life.
What have we got here? A garden hose. Hoses have always brought me luck so far.
Sweet. More tat to clutter up our inventory.
It's very unusual to put carpet down in a greenhouse.
You're fired from life.
A statue. Is that the White Lady? I doubt it. She's too scantily dressed. Oh God, I see her everywhere, even though she's not there at all. Still, it's a shame she's got so dirty.
Got a wooden stick.
That
Play
must have
Star
been
Wars
one
with
hell
it.
of a rake. Now it's just a long wooden stick. The bottom part is broken off.
Let's see. Plant.
A withered plant. It says Valeriana Walrathi on the label here.
Hmm.
A withered plant.
Nothing more. You say that.
It looks like the gardener is the murderer. Or, like Lewis, got wrapped up with a murderess.
Hmm. Let's see.
Oh look, a fine piece of English workmanship. Right down to the missing bottom.
Look, it's rusted through, okay?
A length of garden hose. Looks about half a meter long. That was probably a rake handle once.
Okay. And now we'll go inside. We'll check out the menhirs in a second.
The door is closed. The door is closed.
Okay, never mind. We're checking them out now.
I think this is one of the stand-in stones Victoria mentioned. They should point to the entrance, but where and how? Maybe the layout of the menhirs is important. I'll note it down on my map. I'll lay a piece of paper on the map and use it to note down all the important information.
Awesome. Do it for this one too.
I'll mark the position of this menhir.
Across. Let's see, was there one by the greenhouse? There was not. Just needed to double check. Let's see, there were 2 in town, so we'll need to go find those. Oh, and one right there? Maybe?
I've now drawn in 3 menhirs.
Okay, no, that's part of the Castle Garden one. Look at the sky, I know it's very dark and dreary.
That's Greg. He watches Steve while he works. Steve, the more industrious of the 2 workers. I'd really like to know why he's drilling holes in my castle.
Alright, let's talk to him.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Adrian. What's up? Have you sorted out the finances?
No, not yet.
Oh.
You know where you can find me.
The medical equipment in Victoria's room, is it gonna be picked up at some point?
I suppose so. I bet they aren't cheap. I'm sure the diocese will come for them.
Why are the books all spread around the floor of the library?
You'll have to ask Miss Antolini about that. She'd often pick up a book. Didn't have much to do by the looks of things. Was reading all the time.
Where's
this
she?
Miss Antolini got to, anyway? She wasn't even at the funeral.
What do I know? Probably back in the convent. Ask the priest. They're both back for the same team.
Ha.
And you were asked to renovate the castle by her?
Correct. Headhunted us. We were working for old Murray before, for our pittance. We get twice as much here.
Okay, and where did she get the money from?
From Lady Victoria. It was her castle, after all.
How come Miss Antolini organized the construction guys and managed all this restoration work if Victoria didn't speak a word with her? It's a mystery to me anyway, how they managed their money. There's only £100 in the family bank account. Wait a minute, maybe she only had part of it in the bank. Old people like to keep their money at home, underneath cushions or in the mattress. But don't old castles have treasure vaults too? A pile of gold and gems down in the dungeons, usually with a fire-breathing dragon as its guardian.
Hey, what's up?
What? I was just thinking about your pay.
Huh. I hope something comes of it. I don't want to work for Murray again.
I don't blame you. Well, that money is burnt up then. I mean, there is a mattress in the, in Robert's old study we'll have to look at.
You haven't happened to find a treasure vault here in the castle, have you?
Would we still be here?
Forget I asked.
Thanks for admitting that you would take it all and run, jackass.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah?
Why are you drilling holes into the castle?
Oh, it's simple. The foundation walls are full of water from extinguishing the fire. They sucked it up like a sponge. If we don't get the moisture out of the walls, then the whole castle will start to go moldy.
And the water just runs out of the holes? I can't believe that.
Of course not. I'm drilling the holes for these cartridges. There's liquid in them, which crystallizes in the wall and binds the water.
Oh, right.
I somehow don't believe that. But I also don't know enough about construction to know if it's legit or not. Because, mind you, Murray was the one who hired these guys before. And knowing Murray, he only hires people who he thinks he can take advantage of. Or he only works with people he thinks he can take advantage of.
Do you work for free?
No, sir. But unlike Greg, I believe you've got enough money. You have, haven't you?
I own a castle, don't I?
Oh, of course. I was just saying. I mean, you hear all the stories nowadays about poor nobility, and the castle ain't exactly in tip-top condition.
I'm sorting it out.
So, I'm wondering if Sister Antolini didn't just take the money and run. Genuinely.
A mattress seems to be a stack of old pictures.
We put these sponges in the walls to absorb the water! Yeah, that doesn't seem like a whole load of horse shit. Well. The timer has gone to the end for this, so we'll have to continue next time.